Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Kailin and I post new videos every single Saturday with a few sprinkled in between. And I post videos mainly about eating disorder recovery and intuitive eating. So if that's something that you're interested in, I would love for you to click onto that subscribe button and become part of our little family. But for today's video, I thought we would do a what I eat in a week video. I'm also going to share my spaghetti recipe with you because I make a spaghetti bolognese that I show in so many of my vlogs and so many of my videos, and I always get questions about it. I make it in a huge batch so that I can freeze it and just take it out because it's easier that way. So that's what we're also going to do a little bit later today. We will make a huge batch together and I will explain how I make it. Oh, and also if you're new here, I don't follow any diets. I don't follow any rules. I do not restrict myself. This is a safe place for everybody. No dieting, nothing like that. Yeah, I feel like so many of these videos on YouTube make me feel so badly about myself. So I really hope that you never leave feeling that way over here. So come on, let's go into my kitchen. So for breakfast today, I settled on something that's going to be super quick and super easy. And I'm just going to make a breakfast sandwich. So I have one of these ciabatta rolls or buns. I'm not sure really what to call it, but I just get these from Costco and they are so good. This with some butter, heavenly, heavenly. I'm gonna add some cheese on top. I'm gonna use a Kraft single. Personally, I only like these melted, but do you. You can add in some Havarti, you know, some sharp cheddar, whatever floats your boat. I'm gonna fry an egg in the pan with some butter, add some spinach, and then I have my favorite fruit in the entire world, which is watermelon. It's not really watermelon season, but we are going with it. We've already eaten the other half, but I'm going to slice some of this up to have with breakfast. That's what's going on right now, but I'm going to heat up my pan, add some butter, fry up my egg, and it's going to be chef's kiss. I'm so excited, and I'm also so hungry, so let's get this show on the road, you know? Also, I got these pans from Walmart, and I'm pretty sure I showed you in a vlog or what I eat in a week or something, but I'm obsessed with them. They're so pretty. I've really been loving the color blue. So we're gonna heat up this bad boy. I'm also gonna pop this little bun into the toaster because it's literally gonna take 5 seconds to cook an egg, so it's gonna be good. I kind of have to squish it down so it fits in the toaster. My counters are clean, but let's toss her in there. I'm not gonna talk about how I'm cutting this, okay? I don't wanna see any comments about how horrendously I'm cutting this because I already know. So I've got my breakfast here, an egg sandwich and a big juicy bowl of watermelon. I go through phases with eggs. Either I love them and I want to eat them, or I do not want them near me. So she's looking pretty plain and that's okay. I didn't really have many things to jazz her up, but let's try her. That's really, really nice. Days like this, I'm just really grateful that I ended up pursuing recovery because I definitely wouldn't be the kind of person that I am today. I would probably be very irritable, very mean, very moody. I have this YouTube channel and all of my friends that come with it. So I'm just feeling really grateful this morning. And maybe you can take a second right now just to name one thing that you are grateful for. Anything. I am grateful for a cup of tea with honey and milk. I love that. I'm going to eat this and I will see you later. We'll probably prep the meat sauce soon together. So it is still earlier on in the day, but I'm going to prep the meat sauce because the longer you cook this, the better it's going to taste. And it always tastes better the next day, etc., etc. I was not messing around when I said that I make a big batch. So this pot is actually from Costco, and I'm just going to set the temperature to like pretty low, like medium to low. It's on 4 and this is out of a scale of 10. And I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of olive oil at the bottom. And then I'm going to dice up 2 yellow onions and a bunch of cloves of garlic. And the thing with meat sauce is that, oh, I have garlic on my finger, is that it's super customizable. So if you don't like any of the vegetables or anything that I'm putting in, just put in something else. Do you? All right, so the first thing to go in are the onions. And I'm going to attempt to not spill them. And these are going to cook in the oil for probably around 3 or 4 minutes, and then we are going to add in that garlic. You guys, oh my God. Cutting onions and garlic just, oh, fucks me up. And the worst thing is I know the tricks of like how to avoid this, and people have told me before, but then I'm too lazy to do them, so I end up crying. But I think I've learned my lesson. This hurts, this hurts. Dicing up some garlic. And then after this goes in, I have this huge thing of ground beef from Costco. And this is 3.12 kilograms, which is, I don't know, around 6 pounds or something like that. And as I mentioned, this is going to make a lot. So feel free to adjust the ingredients, but I really like to just keep this in the freezer and take out on days where I don't feel like cooking. So that's what works best for me. Anyway, let's add in the garlic now that I have officially stopped crying. And the more garlic you add, the better it's gonna be. Unless you don't like garlic, okay? A good stir. Oh, she's so steamy.
Is this karma, or are you getting what you...
And then you just wanna break down the meat, break it into little pieces, and kind of combine it with the onions. You basically just don't want the meat to cook in like huge chunks, you know?
You show me off, it's alright, you can't afford to live without me.
So now I have all of these mushrooms, and it's basically one of these huge containers from Costco, which would be, I don't know, like 4 pints of mushrooms. Again, just adjust accordingly, but I'm going to put all of these into the sauce too. So I just chopped up 3 bell peppers, 1 yellow, 1 orange, and 1 red, and we are going to add this to the sauce as well with the mushrooms and beef. So I've ran into a little bit of a pickle, but it's no biggie. I found a solution. So normally I add tomato sauce, which is just pureed tomatoes, nothing added, just like the crushed tomatoes. And then I also add diced tomatoes, but we don't have diced tomatoes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add in more tomato sauce. Again, I got these from Costco, and I'm going to add in some cherry tomatoes, and these will break down as the sauce cooks because it's going to be cooking for over 8 hours, and they'll kind of fall apart, and I hope that they'll give the same kind of texture as diced tomatoes, but we'll just have to wait and see. But first things first, let's add our tomato sauce.
To live without me. Why aren't you afraid to say goodbye? I know you're just the type.
So I added in 3 of these cans of tomato sauce, and then also 4 of these cans. So lots of canned tomato sauce in there. And we're not gonna add spices or anything. We're gonna let this cook for around 4 hours and break down, and then we will come back and add some little magic into it. Hi friends. Today has been an extremely exhausting work day, and it's not even done. But I am done for now, and I really need a delicious lunch, but kind of something that I can also eat as I'm working because I've got so much to do. So my favorite thing ever and my go-to is always some kind of like snack plate. I was going to say charcuterie board, but it's not that at all. So on today's snack plate, I have some smoked cheese from Costco. So good, so good. Grapes. If this will focus, I have some of these crackers that are also from Costco. Some of my favorite hummus. This is the caramelized onion version. I have some leftover cut up bell peppers. And last night I made some Rice Krispies. So I'm going to have one of those on my plate as well.
Sleep today and crawl tomorrow. Winked at me and drained the bottle. Lipstick's cold, the bus stops freezing. We started walking for no reason. The weather didn't call for rain tonight. It's not forget.
So this is my lunch for today. I ended up swapping out the grapes for kiwi just because I was not feeling grapes at all, turns out. And this is just golden kiwi and it looks so good. I swear to God, this is one of my favorite meals ever. And yeah, you can just add a little bit of whatever you like. I clearly love hummus. And if I want more, I will go back for seconds. My Rice Krispie square, Also, if you've never had cheese with hummus, please do it and let me know what you think. One of my favorites. Also, this is what our sauce is looking like right now. She's still gotta cook. And then in around 3 or 4 hours, I'm going to add in basically this entire carton of spinach and some fresh basil as well. And of course, all of the spices, because right now she is a plain Jane and we've gotta spice her up. So it is later now and I have my last client in half an hour and I've been editing for so long, I feel super brain dead. But I figured that we would make a hot chocolate because I love having something warm while I'm with clients, whether that's tea, coffee. If it's really hot, then a smoothie. I just like having a beverage, you know. So I'm pretty sure this is a pouch of hot chocolate, so we shall see. And then I also have some soy milk. I think that's, yeah, some soy milk. And let's put this together. Grab a pot first. If this isn't hot chocolate, then I'm going to be in for a surprise, that's for sure. Smells a little weird, but maybe that's because it's from last Christmas, so we'll see. I'm taking out my Christmas mug. It's November, so I'm telling myself that I'm allowed to take it out now. Need a spoon, of course. And just mix her up. I'm hoping that this hot chocolate wakes me up from the dead because right now I'm dead to the world. So it's too hot to try on camera, but I'm gonna go upstairs basically just to finish my work day and then we're gonna eat supper and go to bed. I'm exhausted. And what time is it? It's only 6 p.m. It'd be like that sometimes, you know? So I've just finished work. The dogs are eating. Dog 1, good boy. And over here, dog 2. I've added the spinach and the basil to the sauce and this is kind of what it's looking like right now. And we're gonna have some for dinner, but I'm also going to let this sit on the stove at very low heat all night. So the longer you cook it, really the better that it gets. And as for spices, I add some sugar to cut the acidity from the tomatoes, some garlic powder, salt and pepper, and some red pepper flakes. Nothing too fancy, but to say I'm tired would be the understatement of the year. So we're gonna eat and then I'm gonna go to bed. So I will show you the pasta when it's all plated up.
You show me off, it's alright, you can't afford to live without me. Why aren't you afraid to say goodbye? I know you're just the type to be okay without me. You show me off, sat in your car for hours just to be unhappy. Why are you afraid to be alright? I know you're not the type to be okay without me. I know you're not the type.
And this is dinner for tonight and it smells so good and the meat sauce has been cooking. Oops, my timer is going off. The meat sauce has been cooking for like 9 hours or so and it's just going to get better from tomorrow on out. Is that even a word? A sentence? I don't even know. My brain is finito. It is not up here. So I'm going to eat this and watch some Dawson's Creek. And if I eat something later, then I will let you know. And if not, then you'll see an outro clip from me soon. And that is it for today's video. I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. And I really hope to see you in my next video. Make sure to do something kind for yourself. Bye guys.